We've got ghost trains, ghost boats, ghosts gotta get around. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing you that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. And what is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we're about to get into another wonderful episode of Talk Shop. And we're continuing our wonderful read-along of Ghostbusters. Boy, oh boy, this volume has a lot of tricks in it, and a lot of twists in it, and a lot of turns in it. Like inside, we have things like the Collector's Fallout, where, you know, Tia's talking with Winston about what their future is going to be like. Should they split up? Should they not? You got, you know, Ray and Jenny having a coffee meeting, just trying to figure out, you know, where he sees his future being, where he sees this paranormal activity going, where he sees all of this psychokinetic energy coming from and all this. And you see Egon kind of still studying, along with Janine going back to her normal place as just, hey, support staff. And it's interesting that everybody's kind of fell back into their roles, except for Melanie. Melanie goes back to New Mexico with her partner, and she's feeling like she's missing something. You know, I think she wants to come back to the team. The FBI is cool, but it's never as crazy as Ghostbusting in New York. Because in New York, you have situations like a ghost train that Peter and Kylie take care of. And man, I don't know how you can better describe how horrible of a partner Peter is than in this scene. Like, Kylie is trying to do everything right. Peter just leaves her. Now, he does come back with like a proton bazooka, but still, like, he just leaves her, leaves anyone like, oh, I'll be back. I'll be back. There's a ghost train. And when I say ghost train, it's not like, you know, it's not like a subway train where it's a little small. No, this is like them old school big trains with the like chimney or whatever in it. This is a big train, all right? This is a real train. It's a ghost train, but it's still coming. And he just leaves her out there to dry. Now, he does come back. He does sort of save the day. But Peter is a horrible partner. And speaking of partners, Ron isn't completely out of the picture. Ron has been shipped, though, to Chicago. He's working with the Rookie, and Ron is back to his same old tricks, treating the Rookie like a, you know, like, I don't know, like a doormat, and he's just figuring he's running the show, wants the glitz and the glam. And it's like, dude, we got work to do. We got to catch these ghosts. We can't kind of grandstand in front of people. We got things to do. And Ron is going to be his own downfall. But besides the Rookie and Ron, you got situations where not only is he grandstanding, but they do things like little school meetings where you should never let Ron Alexander speak to your class. But they go in there, they're trying to do goodwill, connect with the, you know, the community, and Ron is in there just telling kids like, yeah, ghosts exist, the boogeyman exists, be scared of everything, got a kid all scared. Yo, man, don't take Ron nowhere. And when you pair that with the way he acts out in public and the way he acts in class, you see exactly why the New York Ghostbusters got him out of there as soon as possible. Now, before I go forward, let me remind you, you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans. You can find celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, all right there, and you can check it out at blackhollywoodlive.com. Now, once you check out blackhollywoodlive.com with blogs and all kinds of cool stuff, check them out on YouTube at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So, on to two of the largest themes in this volume is Janine and her mind being kind of taken over and being, I guess, reclaimed by her ancestors because she didn't pass the test how she was supposed to. So they come back and they attack Janine, and Egon and Roger kind of have to figure out how to get into her mind, kind of reconnect with her and save her from her ancestors that have kind of made a deal with the demigod way, way back. And it's weird to see them go through her mind and Egon be so normal and cool, like, hey, this is just what we do. And you have Roger being like extremely scared. And I guess understandably so. Roger, even though he's seen a ghost, you know, he doesn't live that life. You know, he's a professor or something like that. Dude just be teaching, all right? He don't be ghost busting. He's just teaching, man. He's just trying to live his life, be a regular guy. And maybe this world isn't for him. And he finds that in a lot of the memories that they have to walk through with Janine figuring and, I guess, making up his own mind that maybe she doesn't need him, or maybe there was someone else that's better than him. There's a lot of insecurity, but we ain't worrying about Roger like that, because Egon is there to save the day. And once they, you know, they reclaim Janine, everybody gets back. We find out that there is a funny little voice-activated ghost trap inside. Oh man, I love this voice-activated ghost trap. And once he says it, all of the ghosts that were trying to attack them, of course, get sucked right in to the ghost trap. And it's perfect, a perfect way to save that, but a perfect way to open up the dynamic between Janine and Roger, and Egon for that matter. And in Fast and Furious family fashion, we find out that some ghosts just need to reconnect with their, you know, past lives, or reconnect with their family members. And with, you know, Ray, Peter, and of course, your girl Kylie, they go to handle this ghost boat that's way out in the water, as you know, it's causing problems, it's making ice storms and stuff. And they find out that that ghost really just needs to reconnect with his father's grave. And it's a nice little ending and beautiful wrap up to what would normally be a catastrophe for all three of them. So it was nice to find out, oh, you just wanted to see your dad. Well, why didn't you just let us know, man? Look, ghosts out there that are watching this show, if you really just want to see your dad's grave or your mom's grave, or just reconnect with somebody, tell the people. Don't open up cabinets and you know, flip things around. Just be like, hey y'all, I need y'all to take me to the grave. And we'll say, because we're alive, we're gonna say, okay, no problem, it's down the street, and you know, take a left. And then everybody will be happy. There's no reason to make snow all in the middle of the ocean. There's no reason for that. But there is a cool little story that you'll find out in Vegas with Winston and Tia. So I'm not going to give that up, because, of course, I always got to leave that, as well as another story that's a back issue for these 3 issues, or these 4 issues, up to you guys to read and find out for yourself. Now, a big warning, in the middle of these 4 issues, the art style changes up, because there's a different artist that comes on. Dan is still there doing some of the issues, like the back issues, but the main art is done by a different artist. I'm just letting you know, because it may catch you off guard. It caught me off guard. It's not, the art doesn't, because we've already set the tone for this book, the art is just vastly different from what we're used to with Dan's art. It really throws me off. It's not my favorite, but I think this art would be better on another book or with another story, but in this case, it doesn't really help match the comedic tone. It doesn't really help, you know, I guess, get the point across of what the Ghostbusters are doing. And it's really scary, because you're starting to play with a situation where someone's like, I'm reading this and this art is taking away from the experience. And you want the art and the writing to give to the experience. So that's one that I want you guys to be ready for, because it's going to throw you off and you might not like the art compared to Dan's art. But all in all, I enjoyed this volume, guys. The laughs are still there, the attitudes are there, the relationships are still there, and we get a hint that something else large is on the way. So, of course, guys, holla at me. I'ma holla at you. I'm so glad we are reading this together. Jump down in the comments. Let's talk about some Ghostbusters. And before I bounce, I gotta tell y'all to hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right, you can check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, latest, newest, bluest. Yeah, the bluest. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget one, a for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right. There's no better way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. And of course, my shout outs got to go to LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please, man, be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And don't ever let Ron speak to an elementary school class. Peace.